Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball here on 2K Sports. Tonight, it's Noche Enabia, a celebration of the amazing Latin culture in this league and its fans. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. We've got Kawhi Leonard. Paul George is out there with Lou Williams. And it's Oturu in at the 4 spot. And for Dallas, Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. All out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Junior in at the 3 spot. Greg, how hard is it to maintain focus this time of year when you know you're on a championship contending team?
You know, some of that I think depends on the leadership you have in your locker room. Certain guys just keep everybody engaged and motivated. And you know what? You've got to break the season down into chapters to help yourself with the motivation, because sometimes that season can be so long and it's hard to stay focused in the present when you start thinking.
Here's Leonard, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
The offensive versatility of Kawhi, able to rise up and hit the jumper there with confidence.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. Now here's Ball. 5 to shoot. Banked in off the glass.
He was able to simply lay it in over the top of the smaller man.
Williams against Ball. Williams kicks to George. Lets it fly. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
You just love how reliable he is night in and night out. His offense is there.
Passes it to Park. It's tipped. And the foul called on Junior. That is his first foul of the game. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Tyronn Lue for just a minute. Among the chief items of concern is the scoring versatility of Kristaps Porzingis. Coach said he can beat you facing up, back to the basket, running to the rim. Defensively, we have to keep him in our sights at all times. We'll see if all that extra attention pays off. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, David.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Up top, Doncic, defended by George.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it, and it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
Yes, that goes in.
They have really found a rhythm here early. 4 for 5 to start this game.
Pass to Leonard. Mavericks with the rebound. And even Nash himself called Doncic a dream prospect.
Yeah, he said Luka was big and mobile enough in the modern game, can guard multiple positions, has a skill set, a winning mentality, and those leadership qualities. Steve Nash sounding like a future GM.
The 3 for Doncic. Rebound by Williams. The Clippers in the lead. To the inside, Oturu, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Because he's so good at shooting it and driving it, defenses overplay Lou, leaving other guys free.
Ball dishes to Junior. Pass to Porzingis. George against Doncic. Out to the right wing. Here's Kleber. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Clippers leading by 4. There's the pass to Oturu. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Williams passes to Oturu, and it's blocked. A 15-footer. That one off the back iron and out.
Hard to create space in that mid-range area. He would have been better passing that off.
Williams can't hit.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
And Junior throws it down.
Rising up with force. Junior wasn't going to lay it in. Locking it in on the throwdown.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. It's deflected. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Doncic leading the charge. It's deflected. 3-on-3. And Leonard gets it to go. Leonard's got 8.
And you see Kawhi's hustle in transition, always putting himself in position to succeed.
And here's Doncic from the arc. They grab their own miss. Here's Porzingis, and plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. And the Clippers get called for the foul. First trip to the line for him here. And the first one drops.
And at 7-3, Porzingis could have been just another big, but he defies expectations. He's got such an impressive array of abilities. Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throws.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up. Mavericks trailed by 5. So for the Clippers right now, Kennard is out there with Patrick Patterson. Then it's Williams. Then there's Jackson. And it's Oturu in its center, locking down the middle.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged, and everything has to be earned.
Here's Jackson. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
That is a powerful point guard right there. Reggie converting against very tight defense.
Richardson against Kennard. Tries again. Picked him clean. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Now the dish to Williams. Floats one up, and he sinks the layup. Williams has got the lead up to 7 now for the Clippers.
I like this choice by Lou, but tried to take it to the rack, but sees he has the easy floater over the top.
And Junior throws it down.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Williams kicks to Kennard. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to go on Willie Cauley-Stein. Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan, not elite tool, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation.
Back to Burke. He kicks to Junior. 6 to shoot. Off target from 3-point range. Los Angeles leading by 7. Williams for 3. Los Angeles with another miss. To the paint, and here we go. Junior heading to the hoop.
And this is how you run the fast break. Junior makes sure to exploit those open court situations.
Williams passes to Patterson. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Inside, here's Park. It's good. The assist that time from Burke. And now just a 3-point Clipper lead.
It's amazing how Junior can just flip the switch, turn up the activity level. Big night for him.
Pass to Williams. That one's not going to go. Good work defensively by Richardson. Burke kicks to Junior. Dallas moving the ball around. Here's Cauley Stein, and the shot is long.
Very surprising. He gets the ball where he wants it in a decent matchup.
Here's Jackson. Burke grabs the miss. Mavericks trailed by 3. Junior the pass to Burke. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Jackson has the open look. Sinks the three-pointer. Jackson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
You know, a little inconsistent from deep when he first entered the league. Jackson now an emerging three-point threat.
Williams looking around. And stolen by Richardson. In the corner, it's Junior. Powell finds Cauley Stein. Now, here's Junior. Kennard covering. There's the foul. It's on Patrick Patterson. That's his first foul. Zingas, he's checked in for Willie Cauley Stein. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Kabengele's checked in. In the corner, it's Richardson. Shot clock at 6. Down low. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Williams passes to Kennard. And the foul called on Junior. And that'll be his third foul so far.
And that's the tough part of trying to keep him on the floor. Now he picks up that third foul.
Outside Jackson, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
So difficult to stay planted, especially with all the motion around you. Annoying turnover.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Junior, in his last outing against the Trailblazers, was tremendous. He scored 41 points, and there was no answer for him all game long. It looked like he got whatever shot he wanted out there. When you look at the stat sheet, he was mind-blowing. It's hard to imagine he can follow it up tonight with that same level of production. Kevin, we'll see.
Okay, David, thanks. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, that's what it means to be unselfish, putting the team's interests first. As you say, he just wants to come away with the W.
Kabengele, and again, it's the Clippers missing.
Everything worked except for the outcome. You want him to shoot that every time.
That one drops for him. And now, just a 2-point Los Angeles lead. To the middle, here's Jackson, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Porzingis.
And at his peak, Reggie Jackson is one of the better guards in the league. He's still got that confidence.
Yes, he does. Injuries slowed him down, but still able to create his shot anytime he wants.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. Doncic comes in for Josh Richardson. And Ball subbed in for Trey Burke.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Porzingis with the block.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame.
And that one's good, George.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed if he can wind up that open from three-point range. I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
Here's Porzingis. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Porzingis has got 4 points now in the quarter.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Beverly deciding where to go with it. outside for George. Over Junior, and misses it off the right side of the rim.
He looked just a little out of rhythm. He's still trying to establish consistency from there.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And a deep three from George. And it's George again missing.
The will is there, but the execution is lacking. He can't seem to finish plays this quarter.
Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you play?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but, you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental, and I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Bangs home the trifecta. Doncic has got the lead up to 2 now for Dallas. Los Angeles has gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. Bounce pass from Beverly. Here's Leonard. That one's off, still out of sync.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
They get it again. Dallas moving the ball around. Doncic finds ball. Pass to Junior. And Junior throws it down.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Deep 2 from Beverly. Los Angeles with another miss.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Junior the pass to Doncic. Here's Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. And now a 6-point Maverick lead.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
And the Clippers call time here. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Yeah, proficiency from range, away from home, much easier said than done. They played a terrific ball game.
Yeah, and you could see the crowd's reaction with every make. It wasn't pretty.
Pass to Leonard. Here's the 3. The shot misses. And the Mavericks going the other way now. Fresh from a win against Portland.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
That was the key message going in. Be efficient. Everyone was on the same page, and you got a chance to see the results.
Ball dishes to Doncic. And it's sent back by George.
Not going to be Paul George with that move. He's too long and too talented of a defender. And the truth is, this league would have been much bigger had he shot better.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games. Shutout in the first quarter. He's heating up now. I like the aggressiveness.
And here's George for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. George has got 8 points.
Always a threat to get to the rim. This time, Paul George pulls up and buries it.
Down low. And Junior throws it down.
Great teamwork. Impressive finish. That's the result of hours of practice getting the timing down.
Outside, George from the line. It's rebounded by Dallas. Porzingis has got his 7th rebound here tonight. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Attacking in the lane. This is where Junior's raw ability and toughness really shine.
The Mavericks have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight. And the first one at the line is good.
And didn't shoot it all that well from the line in the first quarter. Doing a much better job now in the second, up over 80%. And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
18 feet out. That doesn't go either for George.
Decent look from mid-range, but there may have been a better option for them in that set.
The pass to Park. On the wing, Doncic. Batum with the steal. .103 left in the second quarter. Nobody near George. A three-pointer off the mark.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
That one falls. Doncic has got the lead up to 9 now for the Mavs.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Leonard the bounce pass. Doncic against Batum. All sorts of time. But he stays with it. Back to George. Lets it go with a three. George missing again.
You like that he's still attacking, but the results tonight just haven't been there.
Doncic against Batum. To the inside. The alley-oop layup, very well done. And it's an 11-point Dallas lead.
Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. And so, guys, it's Junior making things happen for Dallas. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. And now we'll send it up. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at Junior in this one, he's been everywhere.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
It's a part of his game that he can always tap into. There's an art to it, and he is painting the canvas tonight.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Luka Doncic out there with ball, and it's Junior in at the 3. And it's Kabengele missing. Mavericks leading by 11. Porzingis passes to Junior, and Junior throws it down.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
Outside Williams. Passes to Kabengele. Leonard on the wing. 5 on the clock from about 16. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these 2 teams in that area. The chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Williams against Ball. Williams passes to George. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And when you're trying to cut into a lead, you can ill afford mistakes like that.
You know what it is, a lack of concentration. That's a momentum killer.
And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile 1 block.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Clippers trail by 17. Pass to Oturu. Outside, George. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Leonard. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard's still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in L.A., but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come with being a great player, he's truly focused on the love of the game, winning and being the best possible player he can be.
Offensive rebound.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Here's Williams. The shot comes out. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Here's Porzingis. Doncic left side. Paul George with the steal. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. And he makes that one. George has got 10 points.
And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in the third.
And the Mavericks call time here.
In OKC, Paul George showed he could be an MVP caliber performer. With Kawhi on the Clippers, he could be that 1B or that 1A.
Cauley Stein, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Kennard, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Pass to Porzingis. Here's Park. Back to Porzingis. Here's Cauley Stein. 6 points for him. And Junior with the basket on the assist from Cauley Stein. Junior's got 30 points.
And PG, you know, he has the versatility to succeed in different roles. Doesn't have to dominate the ball.
Yes, and if anything, he's more comfortable scoring within the flow of the offense. With his all-around impact, doesn't need to force things to make winning plays. But if you need him to, he can.
And now here's George, the fast break opportunity.
You know, no one produces like Paul George does. He elevates your team's abilities in any situation.
The Clippers have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9. Mavericks making a switch here. Richardson's checked in, and the Clippers with a change here too. Jackson, he's checked in for Williams. Doncic left side. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Patterson's checked in. The Mavericks have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of those.
Yes.
Richardson the pass to Park, and Junior throws it down.
Give Josh credit, taking the challenge offensively, discipline, and that's a beautiful pass.
Patterson, that's good.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
George against Doncic. Oturu with the rebound. Oturu's got his 6th rebound on the night. Kennard, the pass to George. Count it, good. George has got 6 in the quarter.
Nice find by Luke. Shows good vision in both half court and in transition.
To the paint, a putback.
These are big buckets. He's been instrumental in helping them try to close out this game.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. They trail by 14. They've got the Hawks ahead of them in their next game, and it's in Atlanta. That will be the 3rd of this 6-game road trip. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And when you're trying to cut into a lead, you can ill afford mistakes like that.
You know what it is, a lack of concentration. That's a momentum killer.
Trey Burke's checked in for Luka Doncic. Leonard, he's checked in for the Clippers. And it's Paul George with the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Here's Porzingis. He's got 8. Inside, stolen by Jackson.
Yeah, tough entry pass. You want to kick the ball down low, but you have to be crafty about how you do it.
And finished off by Leonard.
Talented, opportunistic. When Leonard gets hot, it can last for long stretches.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Clippers trail by 14. Porzingis with the block. That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Jackson with it. Out defended by Cauley Stein. 2 points. That one goes. Leonard's got 23 points.
That's the leadership they're looking for from Jackson. Staying patient, surveying the court, locates the open man.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. Great opportunity for a three-point play. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Cauley Stein. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Paul George. Free throw good, Jr.
Somewhat late to the game of basketball, Junior's natural abilities were apparent from the first time he ever stepped on the floor, and he's been cultivating them ever since.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
It's his first trip to the line. He's perfect from the line this time. Greg, your son's been drafted. You were drafted in the NBA. As you look back on the process that you went through and your son Cole has gone through, what are some of the flags? What are some of the things that stand out to you?
First and foremost, boy, how time flies. I mean, it wasn't that long ago, at least it feels like, that they were calling my name on draft night. But
91, right?
Yeah.
91.
You know, every stage of life, though, has its joys. And listen, to play the game I love and now see him playing it at this level, it's truly a blessing. And in his case, he probably loves it even more. You know, he didn't grow up the way I did. He grew up just with a true love and passion for the game. So it's humbling and obviously something that I take great pride in.
You were taken out of UNLV 1991, number 12 overall. Remember it like it was yesterday.
Shows you how to finish with physicality. Junior does not go down easy.
Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Free throw no good for Junior. Clippers trail by 10 to the inside, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Common occurrence for Leonard. Once he makes his way to the rim, Kawhi levels up.
Brunson up top, defended by Beverly, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Free throw good, Junior. And both free throws good for Junior. The Clippers shooting it beautiful here in the third, 56% from the field. Jackson passes to Leonard. Over Junior. And with that, the Maverick lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from Kawhi Leonard.
Taking things into his own hands this quarter, trying to keep his team afloat.
Dallas calls timeout.
And Smitty, with LeBron getting into his late 30s, KD coming off the Achilles, for your money, is Kawhi Leonard the best player in the world?
Great question. I know one player, the Greek Freak, might have something to say about that. No less than Michael Jordan himself called Kawhi the best two-way player in the game. That's a very strong endorsement from MJ.
The feed to Junior. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Parks got 45 points.
Some players don't like to attack the interior. Not the case with Junior. He'll attack anywhere he sees an opening. And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, defensively, your mantra at this point has to be no easy buckets.
Goes back up. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. That free throw good from Doncic.
And what's so impressive about Doncic, the maturity. Yes, he's polished, but he's got a completeness to his game at such a young age.
And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, the two stars, George and Leonard, fill up the forward slots. Lou Williams out there with Patrick Beverley. It's Kabengele in at the 5 spot. That cuts the lead to single digits.
Despite having a small frame, this is a big part of Lou Williams' game, taking it up strong inside.
Ball against George. To the paint, here's Park, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Ooh, heat check after heat check. He rises to the occasion, trying to wheel his team to victory.
Free throw good, Junior. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And there's the pass to George. Back to Williams. Lets it go from deep. And another three for the Clippers.
After a lackluster first half, he's taken charge offensively. We'll see how the defense responds.
Doncic with it. Leonard picks him up. Doncic kicks to Junior. Back to Doncic. Shot clock at 5. Williams against Ball. And another one.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. 18 feet out. Again, Los Angeles.
Facing up from mid-range, George could have tried to drive, but takes what the defense gives him.
Doncic feeling it out. He feeds it to Junior. Intercepted. Outside Leonard. He dishes it to Williams. George against Ball. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
The homecoming for Paul George, playing in L.A. with the Clippers. They gave up a king's ransom to OKC. 5 first-round picks and Danilo Gallinari and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And guys, the Clippers were willing to give almost anything for PG because they basically got Kawhi Leonard in the deal as well.
And let's remember, GA, he could have been a Laker. They would have had to trade away the 2nd pick in the 2017 draft, that or Brandon Ingram. Their loss became the Clippers' game.
Now, here's George, guarded closely. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Luka Doncic.
Defense throws everything at George, but he persists and finds a shot. See, now he's getting defenders back on their heels a little bit, getting to the foul line here in the second half. He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling, and the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
And the Mavericks call time here.
It's hard to disagree with the timeout here, as the team badly needs to regain focus. They're out of sync offensively, way too many turnovers, and looking frustrated. They need to get back to their pace, their brand of basketball.
Doncic against George. To the middle. Here's Park. And got it. Another basket.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Clippers trail by 9. And here is Williams. Nobody near Leonard. And again, no good by the Clippers.
And this has been an outstanding display on the board, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
And this is why you must clog the lanes. Once Junior spots one, he forces you to be aggressive defensively.
First free throw is good. And both free throws good for Junior. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are, but look at the Grizzlies. I think they got two terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
Mavericks leading by 11. Wants to get it to Doncic and does. And the shot goes down.
And you can see the floor awareness there. Junior more than capable of spotting the open teammate.
And the foul called on Junior. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and playing with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.